Nicki Minaj just dropped a bomb on the internet, a $10 million fight challenge aimed at an NFL star, all to defend her husband, a man with a criminal past that fans are still furious about. But this isn't just another celebrity feud, it's turning into a full-blown PR disaster. It all started with a comment Dez Bryant made about the Cowboys' owner, but somehow, Nicki turned it into a personal war, dragging her husband Kenneth Petty into the spotlight again. And now, people are wondering, is Nicki protecting her marriage or covering something up? While fans fight over who's in the wrong, big names like 50 Cent are already throwing shade, and Nicki's next move might just be the one that ends her career or sets the internet on fire. Is this a desperate act of loyalty or something darker? Let's break down what really happened, because nothing about this fight is normal. Nicki Minaj isn't new to controversy. In fact, she's practically built her brand on it. From savage tweets to full-blown online wars, she's clashed with some of the biggest names in the industry: Cardi B, Miley Cyrus, Mariah Carey, and even Travis Scott's baby. Yes, a literal infant. Her fans call it queen behavior. But critics? They call it chronic chaos. And the thing is, Nicki doesn't back down. Ever. She thrives on being loud, bold, and unapologetic. Every time her name trends, it's rarely for music anymore. It's for drama. Whether it's shade at another female rapper or clapping back at a random fan, Nicki makes sure she has the last word. But recently, it started to feel different. This time, the internet isn't laughing. Instead, what Nicki needs help and defending, the wrong one started trending. Why? Because this feud isn't just about rap battles or jealous rivals. It's about a convicted felon, her husband, and the disturbing lengths Nicki is going to protect him. And when she threw $10 million on the table to settle a beef with ex-NFL star Dez Bryant, fans weren't cheering. They were confused, angry, and asking the same question: what is Nicki Minaj doing? The queen of rap has always played with fire, but this time, she might be burning everything down with her own hands. It started with a football player and ended with a rap queen offering a $10 million fight purse. And the internet hasn't been the same since. When former Dallas Cowboys star Dez Bryant made a post calling out team owner Jerry Jones over racial injustice and hypocrisy, he probably didn't expect to be dragged into a completely unrelated war. But in true Nicki Minaj fashion, she inserted herself right into the middle of the conversation. Why? Because Dez mentioned Nicki's husband, Kenneth Petty, a registered sex offender with a long criminal history. One small jab, and suddenly, Nicki's timeline exploded. Within hours, she publicly offered $10 million for Dez Bryant to fight her husband in what she claimed would be a fair match. No one knew if she was serious or spiraling. The backlash was immediate. Dez responded with a mix of confusion and caution, saying, "Nicki, I don't want any problems. I'm a fan. Let's not go there." But the damage was done. Fans were stunned, not just by the money being thrown around, but by who Nicki was defending so aggressively. The fight offer made headlines everywhere. Memes flooded Twitter. Some joked that Nicki was trying to turn rap beef into UFC. Others weren't laughing. They questioned why a woman with her influence would protect a man with such a disturbing past, and why she was so quick to escalate things with violence or money. But for Nicki, this wasn't just beef. This was personal, and she was ready to go all in, no matter the cost. Behind Nicki Minaj's flashy performances and internet feuds lies a man whose past keeps creeping back into the spotlight, and fans are no longer ignoring it. Kenneth Petty, Nicki's husband, has a rap sheet that reads more like a true crime file than a celebrity bio. Convicted of attempted rape at 16 and later serving time for manslaughter, Petty has spent more than 7 years behind bars. And while Nicki has always defended him, the public never fully accepted her decision to marry him, especially as more disturbing details came to light. The latest drama has only reignited the outrage. Fans are resurfacing court records, calling out Nicki for using her fame to shield a man they believe never deserved redemption. In 2020, Petty was also arrested again for failing to register as a sex offender in California, a violation that drew major media coverage and forced Nicki to issue a statement at the time. But now, it's not just media scrutiny, it's fans turning on her. Many are asking, why is she willing to risk everything, her reputation, career, legacy, to defend him so loudly? Others claim this entire Dez Bryant fight challenge is just a smokescreen to distract from the real problem: her husband's violent past and the impact it's having on her brand. The backlash isn't just online. Sponsors are pulling back. Interviews are being canceled. Even longtime supporters are posting things like, "I love her music, but I can't support this anymore." Nicki Minaj is fighting the world to protect her man, but now the world is starting to fight back. If there's one celebrity who never misses a chance to throw gasoline on a fire, it's 50 Cent. And this time, he aimed it right at Nicki Minaj. After her bizarre $10 million fight challenge made waves across social media, 50 took to Instagram with a classic eye-roll post. "WTF is going on here? Nicki bugging out or nah?" Just 10 words, and the internet exploded. Fans were already torn. Some loyal barbs stood by her, flooding her post with support. But a much louder wave of criticism came crashing in. Hashtags like #Nicki needs help, #protect your legacy, and even #cancel Nicki began trending. Reddit threads and TikToks dissected every word she said, every move she made, asking if this was a meltdown in real time or a calculated distraction. Behind the scenes, the damage was growing. One fashion brand rumored to be working with Nicki suddenly went quiet. A major talk show appearance quietly pulled from the schedule. And her PR team strangely silent. For someone who once ruled the charts and red carpets, the silence felt deafening. Even celebrities started backing away. A-list stars who once hyped her up were now posting vague "protect your peace" quotes. The industry, it seemed, was distancing itself, not just from the controversy, but from the woman at the center of it. Was Nicki Minaj simply being loyal to her husband? Or was she letting that loyalty drag her into a storm she couldn't control? Because right now, it's not just about clapping back at trolls or defending a marriage. It's about whether Nicki still understands the power and consequences of her own voice. And if she doesn't get it soon, she might lose more than just a few fans. As the internet spiraled into chaos, some fans began asking a different question. Not why Nicki Minaj did it, but if she planned it all along. Could this bizarre, messy, and reckless feud actually be a PR stunt gone horribly wrong? It wouldn't be the first time a celebrity tried to manipulate headlines to distract from a deeper issue. Just days before the Dez Bryant explosion, Nicki was already under fire for low tour sales in multiple cities, and whispers about behind-the-scenes arguments with her label had started leaking. So, when the $10 million fight challenge hit the timeline, some observers didn't see it as random. They saw it as intentional chaos to recapture the spotlight. But if that was the plan, it backfired. Instead of generating hype for her music, the internet latched onto her husband's criminal past, the uncomfortable truth behind their relationship, and the growing concern that Nicki isn't just spiraling, she's dragging her brand with her. Even marketing experts began weighing in, calling it one of the worst PR miscalculations in recent celebrity history. Because in trying to dominate headlines, Nicki may have finally crossed a line even her fans can't defend. Worse, the people around her seem to be watching in silence. No damage control, no clarification, no spin, just silence. If this really was a stunt, it didn't boost her. It broke her. And if it wasn't a stunt, then Nicki Minaj is making some very public, very permanent mistakes. Nicki Minaj built a legacy as one of the most powerful women in music, bold, fearless, and untouchable. But now, that legacy is cracking under the weight of one decision: her loyalty to Kenneth Petty. What started as a fight with a football player has turned into a global spectacle, exposing the darkest corners of her personal life and leaving fans wondering if she's lost control. She's alienated allies, enraged fans, and reignited public outrage over her husband's past, all in the name of defending him. But at what cost? Music isn't even part of the conversation anymore. The woman who once demanded the spotlight is now trapped in it. And the more she fights back, the more people ask, is this love or delusion? If Nicki doesn't change course soon, she might not just lose public support, she might lose everything she built.